There's always insane people who crave power at the top. But without order followers, they could never carry out the incredibly destructive things that they do. They couldn't do it.
There are 172 bills before the U.S. Senate right now calling for more weather modification programs.
So I'm working with one of the leading contractors of high altitude aircraft in the U.S., Aurora Flight Sciences. We're in the middle of a contract they have with us looking at the costs of doing this, and the costs are, as we thought, small. These costs
would you add it to the fuel, or would it?
No, that doesn't work at all. That's in the blogosphere. No, you build custom aircraft that would fly at about 75,000 feet. That would put the appropriate sulfur, whatever it is, in the atmosphere. And the costs of doing that really work out to be low enough that cost.
And there are programs around the world, international corporations are modifying our weather all the time. And they're modifying it in ways that cover thousands and thousands of square miles. Most of it is chemically altered, so that what happens is that we are putting chemicals, ground-based chemicals that are shot into the air, or chemicals coming from airplanes that change and modify our weather.
Death dumps, otherwise known as chemical trails, are being dropped and sprayed throughout the United States, in England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Europe, and I have personally seen them not only in the United States but in Mexico and Canada. This is a crime against humanity, a crime against America, a crime against the citizens of this great country. They must be stopped. What is wrong with Congress? This has an effect on their population and their people and their friends and their relatives and themselves. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with the pilots who are flying these airplanes?
What we're seeing now, and I first could not believe it, and I started looking at the skies, and these are not normal. They're not natural. There's something going on. I don't know who it is or why they're doing it. All I can testify is it's not natural and it's not normal. It's got to be some outside influence doing that.
Geoengineering is now a factor in insect collapse and probably will eventually have something to do with our ecosystem. Bird populations, according to National Audubon Society, are collapsed and starving. We've never found aluminum inside the plant's circulatory system before. And these are only just a few of thousands of reports we've got from all over the world, and we have local data.
But what is unknown today may be actual fact tomorrow, thanks to a bill soon to be voted on in the U.S. Senate, a Weather Modification Act, calling for research in, quote, attempting to change or control by artificial methods the natural development of atmospheric cloud form.
Lines in the sky.
Brilliant, bright white blues.
Strange circles.
What chemicals they use, I do not know.
Peculiar patterns.
And I saw grids and grids, planes flying back and forth.
For thousands of people in Colorado.
I think they're spraying chemicals.
Across the country and around the world.
It's scary.
Geoengineering is occurring, it's been occurring, it is not new, and your tax dollars are funding this. I 100% know that the U.S. Air Force was involved, and it kind of, I think back to all these things that I never had noticed. If you don't know what to look for, you can't look for something. And once I realized a process they were trying to hide, people have come out of the woodworks, from EPA compliance officers to ex-people that I worked with in my career field, who I cannot state for obvious reasons. I've had pilots come forward. I've had people come forward that actually load the canisters on the planes. These people don't come forward because they are afraid that they're going to end up like Snowden. And I continue to speak to let people know I've been screaming about this for 3 years and I'm still here. And why are you so afraid? Because many of these people are on active duty. You were willing to die for your country, but now you're scared. You are scared and cowardly to talk about this. So I'm not just speaking to all of you in this room, I'm speaking to all those people that are going to watch this online and watch it on YouTube. Because you can come forward, you can help expose this, and we can stop it.
This is not a time for discussion, but a time for action. We need help from our enlisted military personnel as well as any officers involved with these programs, especially anyone a part of Operation Indigo Skyfold or any similar programs. Please help shed light on these issues because, like Dane will tell you, time is not on our side.
Global climate engineering is nothing short of weather and biological warfare. The ongoing geoengineering solar radiation management programs are completely disrupting the climate system and contaminating the entire planet with toxic heavy metals and chemicals in the process. Lab tests from all over the globe conclusively prove this fact. Don't believe it? Doesn't matter. It's happening and you're exposed, just like the rest of us. Global climate engineering is mathematically the greatest and most immediate threat we collectively face, short of nuclear cataclysm. If we wish to yet preserve what is left of Earth's life support systems, all of us are needed in the battle to expose and halt geoengineering. Tomorrow is too late.